It's about 24 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. Yes, my name is Privili Baz. Thank you so much for watching Sunrise at Sea. And yeah, it's about time for our views. And today we're going to be looking at gift giving as a love language. Yes, we know everyone has a love language. But yeah, today we're going to be zeroing it down to gift giving. And joining me in studio are the beautiful ladies, Agiwase and Shivana Uma. Hey. Wasa said she's very excited for this particular conversation. I really want to get the excitement. Agi, why?
I'm very excited because gift giving, come on.
That's
Don't
your
tell
love
me you
language.
don't love gifts.
But I love gifting, but my love languages, I don't take all of them. Because you said you call
Yes, me, I think 5 of them are my love languages. I love quality time. I love, receiving gifts. And then I love words of affirmation. Who doesn't? So it's actually, when you come to think of it, I think each one of us, the people who wrote the love languages thing, I don't think there's anyone who just wants words of affirmation and doesn't want to spend quality time with their person.
I actually agree with Agiwasi on that. There is no one who just has just one love language. Okay, maybe they're there because there's always an exception to the general rule. But I believe majority of us prefer having, one or, two or more love languages.
Yeah.
So getting into today's conversation, ladies, yesterday, I remember after the show, we were having a conversation with, we're just, chatting up and chilling, and we're talking to our sound engineer, and yes, we came to a point where we asked, why do men, and I know these are being stereotyped because they think all Banyankole men do not give gifts and stuff like that, but we asked him I asked him, like, why is it so hard for men or people to give gifts and stuff like that? So his answer was, you're very plain, like, for what? But hey, let's get into the conversation so that you understand the conversation that we're going to be carrying today. So basically in 1992 there was an author called Gary Chapman who revolutionized the way many people view love with this best-selling book, which was the 5 love languages. Now in that book, Chapman shared 5 primary ways romantic partners give and receive love. Now when you get into the 5 love languages that were introduced to us or the public or anything like that by Chapman, there is physical touch, which involves showing and receiving love through affirmative touching, such as holding hands, cuddling, kissing, and even sex. That's part of physical touch. Then the other bit of a love language, we have quality time, needing to spend meaningful time with your partner to feel loved, such as chatting over a dinner or going for a long walk together. That can also qualify as quality time. Then we also have acts of service as a love language, and yeah, it involves showing and feeling love through helpful actions such as cooking a meal for your partner, or cleaning out their car. So all those are acts of services. Then we service, I beg your pardon. Then we also have words of affirmation, which means feeling or showing love through praise, compliments, and other verbal expressions of love. And finally, we have gift giving, which involves sharing love through presents of all sizes, ranging from small tokens or to trinkets or to larger or even more expensive gifts. So yes, when it comes to gift giving, it doesn't have to be something that is so big. If you're passing by a pastry shop and you're heading down home, and maybe you picked up some cakes or some muffins for your wife or for your husband, it's because you're thinking about them though in your mind. It doesn't have to be 10-foot, how would I call it, boats or a yacht or something like that.
Or a jet.
Yes, or a jet. It doesn't have to be that expensive. It can be something small, but the rationale is that you're thinking about your partner. Now remember yesterday, I think still our sound engineer, hey, he did say that what's the importance of giving gifts. And I know many people really look at this gift giving situation as people being, how would I call it, extravagant or being greedy. But it's not the case. It comes from more of a place of I'm thinking about you, you're on my mind, and
you mean something.
Yeah,
to me.
you mean something to a person. So ladies, the very first question that I really want to pose to you is, what's your love language?
I already talked about mine. Go ahead.
My love language, I've said it several times. Okay, the both of you had agreed, like we have already agreed that it's possible to have more than one love language. But my primary love language is quality time. The rest comes secondary. But my primary, my core, the best way I know for someone to show me love, that is all I know, is quality time. It's just like the way someone would ask you, what would someone do for them for you to know that they love you? For me, spending time with me, like you've said, meaningful time, not being clingy. But I don't want clingers.
How do you separate?
Oh, yeah,
but we have had this conversation already. For me, actually,
I need the difference between being clingy and actually spending quality time with someone and just walking with them. Because when I look at quality time, it's like you want to be with someone almost like 24/7, which is something that I don't subscribe to, because how?
For example, let me give you an example of quality times. After the show, sometimes I ask the ladies, are you staying here? Not because like I want to like be in your spaces or what, but like it also gives, that is quality time. That is an aspect where you want to be here and you also want to be here. But if I am forcing it and say, you guys should stay, you should stay, and then I am forcing it, now you're clinging, because hey, you and Aggie, of course, have other things to do. I mean, you have responsibilities. So I will not expect you to always be there when I lead you, as long as it's meaningful.
Okay.
You
just
have one more
remembered
thing to
something.
say?
Yes. I think now I need to put them in line. I will say for me, as I had, she talked about her primary, back in the, and I think love languages change over time, don't you think so? Back in the day, words of affirmation, when I'd started knowing about relationships and, you know, getting into relationships, words of affirmation was my love language. You know, tell me how much you miss me, tell me how much you love me, all these beautiful things. I mean, they made me feel so happy that I never used to care.
You're even blushing.
Yes, they used to. They used to, because I even never cared if you bought me flowers on my birthday or anything.
What?
Like, yeah, that's absolutely true. Back in the day, I think when I was like 18. But now that I'm older, gifts, gift giving or gift receiving is my love language. Right now, you have to show me you love me than you tell me.
Through
yes, because you telling me
material
over and
things.
over again that you love me, and then you show me less of how much you love me. It doesn't add up at all. But I think it comes, you know, as you grow older, as priorities change, as you understand things differently. So I think basically for me right now, if I were to choose between the 2 love languages or the 5 love languages, I will totally choose gifts
Gift giving.
over anything. Yeah.
I love gifts, I won't lie. I think also my primary love language is receiving gifts and giving gifts as well.
Yes.
I think I last received a gift maybe like a month ago or something like that.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, when I receive gifts, I'm like so happy. Like I'm very enthusiastic about, you know, opening and wearing them and taking pictures of them and, you know, just appreciating it. And I appreciate all sorts of gifts, even if it's something as simple as chocolate. Yes, if it has nuts and fruit and fruit, no, yes, I'll be very, you know, I'll be very happy. So for me, gift giving is definitely my primary love language. But like I said earlier on at the beginning of the show, you cannot work without words of affirmation. How will I know you love me if you're not telling me you look beautiful today?
Yes.
Or how will I understand this man is really for me if he doesn't want to spend any time with me? He would rather spend time with, you know, his friends or, you know, workmates and stuff like that. So yes, for me, gift giving, quality time, words of affirmation,
Touch. Why are we
Girl,
leaving it out?
everything.
Why are we running
Touch.
away from that?
yes.
Touch is
Okay, some
also
people really find PDA really annoying and gross.
Yes, for some people.
Really?
Yes, actually, I think in Dubai, you're not allowed to hold hands, even if you're
Oh yeah, those are
a couple or something. Yes, you're not allowed to hold hands when you're, you know, out there
Yes.
in public with your partner. But you ladies talked about, yes, receiving gifts and all those things. Is it the thought that really, you know, counts? Because you might be at a time in your life, and maybe in that one moment, you could use a bag of rice and a bag of posho, but someone sends you some nice shoes from Zara. So is it the thought that really counts, or you really think if the giver is to give anything to the recipient, they should put, you know, so much thought into it?
Please put as much thought as you can. But you gave us 2 examples of a bag of posho if I'm starving, or Zara shoes. Please give me Zara shoes. You know why? Someone out there might be like, oh, she's very materialistic. Why would you choose a Zara shoes over food? A bag of posho is how much?
Right now it must be like
Approximately.
20K.
Exactly.
Yes, used to
So
the,
Zara shoes, if they're original shoes, you might get them like at 250,000 Uganda shillings or even more. If I get that pair of shoes, I'll be able to resell it and get like 200,000.
You're selling
Yes.
Are you selling a gift?
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm telling you, like, because you said a bag of posho if you're starving. If you're starving to death, yeah. Imagine you're starving to death, and then you have this pair of shoes in your closet that was given to you as a gift. Are you going to starve to death? I mean, when you die, someone else is going to wear those shoes, right? Sometimes, you know,
but
you can
again,
sell a gift.
even before I
Yeah,
pick
before we
Shivan's thing,
continue,
yes.
like,
if you were the giver and you gave me, let's say, like a pair of shoes, and
And I
before you
sold
know
them.
it, Shivan, and before you know it, I sold those shoes, and you got to know, how would you feel?
Let me be 100% honest. When I give someone a gift, I expect them to do with it whatever they want. Absolutely. Now you see that's where our expectations.
We shall
come
get to
in.
expectations.
That's where, yes.
Yeah.
So just to answer your question, is whatever they choose to do with that gift is entirely up to them. Yes.
Actually,
if
no.
their child, if they need money, say to go to hospital,
Yes.
and they can sell this gift and it can help them or save them, let them go ahead and do it. For me, my part was giving the gift. What they do with it, that's entirely up to them.
Yeah. Siobhan, are you reselling a gift? Or
No. I'm not reselling. First of all, I would never give back my ex's gifts. Now, how about reselling a gift?
Why still holding on to your ex?
no, forget the relationship.
Okay, so you asked a question of, is it the thought or the gift that you're giving? For me, I think it's the thought. I am very particular when I come to giving gifts. Like, it's also, you see, it takes you back to the aspect of investing in your friendships. You wouldn't get a gift wrong if you are invested in your friendships. For example, I work with you, Aggie. I work with you, Priva. Over time, I've gotten to know the kind of things Priva would like. I've gotten to know the kind of things Aggie like. I will not come and, for example, give Aggie what? Flats? She's not a flat person. She likes heels, you know. I will not come and give you meat samosas. Recently, I found out you love pizza, so I'll bring you pizza, you get. So also investing in friendships is very important, because at the end of the day, even you who is receiving the gift, like, I like perfumes. If someone got me a perfume, I would know that is someone who was actually thinking about me. But also the little things matter. Something as small as a cupcake, you know, something as small as chocolate. Today I wasn't feeling well, and I thought, I wish that someone could actually buy me chocolate, because it just brightens my day. People are going through so much that if you took time off your busy schedule to even buy for them big bomb, as they used to call it,
yes,
they would actually put a smile on their face. But it's quite unfortunate that nowadays gift giving has become a charade. We do it because we want to show off. We do it because we do not want to be seen that, oh, she did not get a gift. So why are you gifting if you don't? That is why you find people who have an assumption that when you've been given a gift and let's say you break up, then return the gift. So why are you returning? I thought the gift came from a place of love, because if it did not, that is the only reason you would want it back.
Okay, ladies, I think now we've all, gotten into expectations and all. Let me first talk about whether it's just a thought that counts or the gift that is actually, sent my way. For me, it's a thought that counts. I don't care if you just buy me a big bottle of Fanta and, just send it my way. I'll be so happy. Maybe I probably don't even want Fanta, or probably don't even drink Fanta, but I'll be happy that, you thought about me. I was in your mind. You thought about Priva. You're like, maybe this would work for Priva. She would love this. So for me, it's a thought that counts. Yes, I could be starving. Maybe I need a bag of rice and some chicken and all that. But if you sent me shoes, or if you sent me a perfume, or if you sent me something as small as a bracelet, I'd be happy. Because for me, it's more of a thought like, hey, I was in someone's mind. They thought about me. I mean so much to them.
Yeah.
Let's dive into
something small.
Okay, yes.
I'm talking about perfume, talking about a bottle of Fanta. You may be someone who does not consume soda. So do you keep it because it was a gift? No, you won't. Talking about perfume, what if it's not your kind of perfume? What if it's stronger than your kind of scent? Do you stay with it, or do you give it away?
I stay
Someone
with
who can use it.
I stay with it
Don't
as
you
a
think
souvenir. Honestly,
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
would not
give it away
I would
to
not
someone
give,
who can
I think I'm very
use it.
sentimental. I'm very sentimental when it comes to like gifts. If someone has put in so much time, whether it's a 5K gift, I'm not letting that thing go.
At least I will keep like a box.
Just within 30 seconds, you've reminded me when Aggie was saying, I remember when I was still staying home, at a company event, I was given a bottle of wine as a gift, and my family does not subscribe to alcohol, but up to now I kept it. I mean, one day will come and I'll open now that I've left home, and take a few glasses here and there, but it's still there. It has dust, but it is there.
Now that I have my independence, now that I have my freedom, I will eventually take a glass or two. So ladies, let's dive into the expectations. Both on the receiver's end and also the giver. Yes, what are your expectations when you give a gift to someone? Also, what are your expectations when you receive a gift from someone? Are you on pressure to like send them a gift again, like to make sure you match the energy? Because you also realize gift giving is kind of like two-way. No one is going to keep giving you gifts and gifts and gifts and gifts, and they're getting nothing from you. So yes, what are your expectations when you give out gifts and also when you're receiving them?
Okay, let me talk about Please, first of all, if you are to wake up and give someone a gift, you have put your thought into it. Maybe you love this person. Maybe this person has been kind to you in one way. Maybe you're rewarding them for something.
Yeah.
Do not care if this person is going to give you a gift in return. Do not care if this person is actually going to reciprocate your energy. Because there are people who you might be thinking of and they're never thinking of you. But that shouldn't stop you from thinking of them, especially if they have been kind to you or done something for you. That is you from your part. So what happens on the other end is entirely on their part. Now, the other thing that I will say is we have way too many expectations when it comes to gifts. And when we talk about the thought that counts, there are people who expect that you should give me a very big gift, not something small.
For it to count.
Yes, and there I will say, especially if you're getting into a relationship, you should know and you should let the other person know of your expectations. If you're not the kind of person who loves flowers, I saw a video the other day. There's a certain lady who was gifted flowers on Valentine's Day and she tossed them. She said, don't give me flowers, give me money. But that's because your person doesn't know that you couldn't care less about flowers. So that's why we have to be intentional about knowing people, like Siobhan said, so that we get the right gifts for them and don't get disappointment. And I will say for the person that's receiving the gift, I think you just have to keep an open mind. Well, it's good to know what you want, because when you know what you want, then you will get exactly what you want. But then again, keep an open mind. If someone has passed by ShopRite or whatever and bought a bouquet of flowers for you, it's not your birthday, it's not any other special day in your life, they've just thought of you and said, let me make this person's day beautiful or special. You could be going through something. Be able to appreciate those flowers, right? We're always talking about give me my flowers when I'm still alive. But if you're rejecting them, then so I think let's all have both the receiver and the giver. We need to have as huge an open mind as we can.
As possible, yes. Siobhan, your expectation.
Oh, I'm having a slight cold here. Okay, expectations.
Bless
Let's
you.
see. Expectations. One thing I learned about expecting big gifts is that you can get your heart broken. I keep getting anxiety towards my birthday because I have very high expectations, especially of my family. Like, because they know me so well, they know exactly what I want for my 25th birthday. They know exactly what I want for my 26th birthday. So there is no two way about it. But the thing about expectations is that no one knows your expectations. You cannot start expecting on people's wallets. I will only buy what I can afford. Yes. And you're even lucky if I go out of my way to buy something that you would actually nice. So again, when it comes to expectations on the receiver's side, have an open mind, like Agia said. When someone has gifted you something, say thank you. Be also courteous enough. I actually always go the extra mile. If you have gifted me, let's say, earrings or a pair of shoes, I'll take a picture wearing them and send to the person and say thank you. All these look very beautiful. But some of us, we don't even wear. You keep in the wardrobe, say, why did this girl get me these shoes? They're so ugly. I have people, guys, it's funny. I have people who have said such comments, and it's weird because you don't know what the person has gone through to get this money that they're using to gift you. But also the person who is gifting. Are you gifting from a point of love, or are you gifting that you're being seen? I know some partners who gift their spouses. Let's say they have organized an elaborate bash for them. And while at these bashes, they open, the birthday girl opens the presents from there. So because you're bae, you want to show that you're bae. You want to buy her a brand new car. You want to, I don't know, hire what. And you're doing it from a point of saying, I am the man, I have bought her this. You're not doing it from a place of love. That is why I wonder how a man can buy a woman a car one day, or the other way around, and the next day, they are now being violent, you see? Yeah. It did not come from a place of love. I watched a video on TikTok of a young man who went to his girlfriend's birthday and took for her a loaf of bread. I don't know if
you see, that thought sometimes doesn't count. That thought sometimes may not count.
So he took her a loaf of bread. I think I first saw it when I was in my S4 vac, but it keeps making rounds. Now and again it pops up. Yeah. So the guy took for her a loaf of bread. And the girl had arranged cake, roses, petals, called her friends over, and the man arrives with a loaf of bread in a green Cavera. So, of course, the woman being a woman, her nails are well done. She looks good. Like, Honestly,
Make
even
it
if
make
it
sense.
were you.
At least
Like, why are you giving me bread on my birthday? So she tosses the bread at the man and says, Bichibi, no, even me, I didn't love you. The only reason I invited you here is because my real boyfriend is not in the country. There is a twist.
I think I know
so,
the twist.
while the woman was busy abusing, and you know, the girls, her friends were encouraging, hey, toss him out. Which the guy says, anyway, what I had bought for you actually wasn't a loaf of bread. Inside the bread was a key of a car and an engagement ring. And right there, she lost it. So again, on the other side, expectations. But the people who are giving gifts, come on. Let us be honest. Would you like someone to gift you a loaf of bread as a gift? If you wouldn't want that, then don't do it to someone else.
Honestly,
let's be
All
realistic.
the packaging, let's really be thoughtful.
I know I said that it's a thought that actually counts, but I'd like to, clarify. Common sense goes a long way. Like, common sense goes a long way, honestly. Like, I understand it's the thought that counts, but, use some common sense as you're, choosing these particular gifts. For me, the expectations, you see what Shivan described. So, when I receive a gift, I'll even take a picture in it and, post it or show it to someone. Those are my expectations when I send you something. Like, because I've put so much thought in it. So, I'm hoping that you love it. And I'm hoping the only way that you can show me that you actually loved it is, wear it or take a picture of it and show me that you actually, love it. For me, that will be more of like a confirmation that you're on the right track with your gift giving. And next time, if you could give her something, she'll appreciate it. Or, stuff like that. So for me, those are my expectations when I give you something. But now we know.
No, I keep having questions for Priva.
Please go ahead, chime in.
So now, here's the thing. Still a question. When someone wears it, they make you feel like, oh, wow, actually, they love my gift. Remember the Balenciaga boots that we talked about on one of the segments of Hit or Miss? Those ones? If someone gifted you that, it's an expensive gift, they've put thought in it. It's not your style. Are you going to wear it?
But really,
to make them happy?
Why? Okay.
Are you going to wear it?
To wear it to make them happy? Yes, I would.
You would?
I would, because I don't think someone is going to give you something that you're not going to be able to use in one way or another. I refuse to believe that, someone will completely get your gift the wrong way. I doubt. Unless there are flowers and people, ultimately tell you I don't like flowers on my birthday or I don't like flowers for any purpose. But most of the times, people may not get the gift right all the way, but 99% they're getting the gift right. Like, at least it somehow attributes to what you love as a person. Yes.
I got a very expensive perfume on my birthday last year, but I never got to use it because it was not my scent, and I gave it away to my sister. A very beautiful, boxed, expensive perfume. I gave it away because I couldn't use it.
You know what?
Because it wasn't my scent.
The cameras have zoomed in on you.
No, I'm being 100% honest. So for me, I believe in giving away. I believe in giving away something. Well, at least I appreciated. I said thank you. Thank you for being thoughtful. But if I cannot use it, I don't believe in storing something because I cannot use it. I would definitely give it to someone, except if it's maybe a car. That one
okay, guys.
I will sell it.
Okay, let's keep the conversation, right here. So before we get into the workforce and, everything that happens with gift giving in a workplace, let's first talk about what gift giving means for a relationship, because now we've understood that, it's a primary love language that many people actually associate with or love. So yes, let's just dive into that.
Gift giving relationship wise, what
it means for you. What would it mean for your relationship?
I have had men who say that they would only gift their women, or women who say they would only gift their men during the dating period. And when they are married, because now they are off the table, I've succeeded in conquering you, there is no need to please you anymore with gifts. But one thing I would say about gifts, and I'm sure, very many times we watch videos of relationship coaches talking, and they keep saying the best way to engineer love, even after it's a period of 1 year, 2 years, giving your partner a gift once in a while reminds them that, hey, guess what? Yes, I've married you, but you still mean something to me. You're still in my mind. Like, you're still that hot person I wanted to chase after, and I'm still chasing after, and the love should not die. So for me, I would say gift giving in a way really rekindles the young love that very many people, forget about. You fall in love and then you get children, you forget these things. But when a man goes out of his way to take his wife on a date, buys her a bouquet of flowers, gets her a beautiful bracelet, those gifts, and especially gifts that we can use. I mean, imagine I gave you a bracelet. Every single time you're on the show and you look at it, you think of me. Think of you get. So even as you're giving gifts, especially in a relationship, give something that the person will always remember and say, oh yes,
This
My
came from
man
this person.
brought this because he was thinking about me.
Yes.
Okay. I totally agree with what Shivan said. And for me, I will say that it keeps the love intact and also the bond as well. And it makes someone feel appreciated, especially for people who are married. You know, just like she mentioned, when you get married, sometimes you take it for granted and say, I mean, finally I got the woman, finally I got the man, and you have no desire, you know, to keep them, you know, to keep, not the butterflies, don't even think about the butterflies, but at least to keep the love alive. When you gift, let's say it's your wife's birthday, and you go out of your way not just to buy them flowers, you could be very rich and you buy them a Range Rover, they will feel like they are appreciated. And trust me, whenever someone feels appreciated, they will always go out of their way to do even more. And when someone doesn't feel appreciated, they'll be like, why am I even doing the little? If it's your wife doing this and that for you every other day for the family, and then you're not even doing anything to, you know, at least appreciate them. If you're leaving work, now it doesn't have really, to me, I believe it doesn't have to be a gift that maybe lasts longer. If we are to talk about the thought, and then you buy a bouquet of flowers and you take them home, I'm sure she'll be surprised and say, what's the occasion? But then you're like, no, just to appreciate you, thought of you, for, you know, everything. So it's really beautiful, and let's appreciate our people when we can. Give them their flowers while they're still alive. Yeah.
They're still alive. I like that you guys, you know, talked about all the aspects of, you know, what it means for a relationship. But for me, I think it helps partners approach relationships and their marriages and all those things in a lens of love. You understand? It's not coming from a place of, I have to do this, or, you know, stuff like this, but it's coming from more of a place of love. So even the approach to your relationship or your marriage is coming from love. You understand? It helps you, you know, better your love language and, you know, how you can express your love to someone. So for me, I think that's what it would, you know, be able to do for a relationship. But before we got into this particular question, I wanted to get your take on gift giving at a workplace. What are the do's and don'ts? What are the ethics of gift giving at a workplace? Because I remember back in the day, I used to work at a certain radio station, and every December there would be like a gift exchange type of thing. Yes, so there would be random names, and, you know, so whatever name I pick, I have to buy that person a gift. So yes, let's talk about the ethics of giving, you know, gifts in a workplace.
Even while we say that the thought matters, I do not expect that a work colleague is going to give me undergarments. Why are you walking into a supermarket, a boutique
of undergarments?
You see, now you see also that is what we're talking about. Even while the thought matters, for example, Aggie, you work with, or Priva, you work with a sound engineer, and the sound engineer got you undergarments. That would be a bit weird, right? Wouldn't it be? So again, that would be actually very weird. So when it comes to the aspect of gifting at work, make sure whatever gift you're buying, it's not something that either a man that is dating her or a woman that is dating him would get them. Like, for example, don't go out gifting people, like I've said, underwear. Don't go gifting people. You're sending them. The other day I was at a party, a guy bought for a work colleague artificial nails, and I'm like, okay, yes, I understand that we wear these things, but that's a bit disrespectful. Like,
really?
Yes, like, what are you trying to tell me? Bought her nails and bought her lashes. Honestly,
okay, maybe
again, let's go back. Don't you think
lashes.
that is very disrespectful? I mean, those are things I should probably be buying for myself, or you, my girlfriends, should be buying for me. So when it comes to work, give things such as a notebook. You know, if you're very rich, you can buy them an iPad, you know, that they can use at work, a computer, you know, those are things that they can actually use, or even a vacuum cup. You know, very many times we come in the morning and you want to have some hot coffee, so, you know, a cup would come in handy.
I'll just add on a little. I'll say, just like she said, because I think that's in relation to what I'm going to say, neutral gifts at the end of the day. Yes, let it be neutral. And then again, if you can, you know that the occasion is coming, because they usually do this, you know, end of year parties and all. You know, they pick papers, you are gifting this one. Like, I know you, Priva, I know what I would gift you. I know Shivan, I know what I would gift you. But if it's someone like a male colleague or someone that I'm not really friends with, like an acquaintance, I could be, you know, tricky, in a tricky way. I could ask them a question of what would you like? You know, what would you love to get, like, as a gift? They wouldn't know that maybe it's you if you are smart enough, and so that you get them something within what they would like. And also, I will say that there shouldn't be expectations at the end of the day. You don't expect me, you're my work colleague, and I'm going to buy you what, an iPhone 14. No.
Unless
really I have the
company.
money. Yes, so because I've seen some people trash their colleagues' gifts because they feel they are very cheap and are not classy in
Because
any
we are
way.
giving
so
to
there shouldn't
impress.
be expectations. If you're lucky and you pick on someone who is rich, then you're lucky. But if it's someone who, you know, the income is lacking in a way, be able to appreciate the gift because you're not entitled to it at the end of the day. Yeah,
true.
Well,
But don't poison your workmates.
Oh my
I know
God!
people,
Yes, but I like that Aggie talked about asking the person. Sometimes it's good, you know, to seek clarity so that you understand what the person, you know, likes or what they would like, so that you know it leaves out any other issues that would come up later on in time. But for me, I believe giving gifts at workplace should how would I call it? You should keep some things in mind. For example, like culture. Yeah, like keep in mind how people, you know, relate to their culture, things that they eat, things they don't eat, things they wear, things they do not wear. You cannot be buying someone a very short, how would I call it, like a short dress or something like that, when they have really showed you like they are like a hajati, like they are modest. You understand it? So maybe buying them a kaftan or, you know,
exactly, yet they're
yes,
not. Yes,
that would be nice for, you know, a Muslim lady who is very modest and, you know, thinks so much about being how they appear, you know, in public. So you don't buy them a short something and you're like, this is the gift. Yes, that you're not making sense. So ladies, in 1 minute, no, 30 seconds each. Yes, your final parting shots, but also hit on the do's and don'ts of gift giving as we wrap up.
Generally?
Yes, generally. Just like one do and one don't.
Okay. So the one do is that give it from a place of love. The second one is lessen your expectations.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Shivan just said what I was going to say. Speaking
Go to short.
But that's I will just re-echo and re-emphasize because that's top of my mind when it comes to gift giving and receiving is lower your expectations. But then again, the do's, keep an open mind. Always, whatever it is, be able to appreciate. Yeah.
And also, please, guys, when you're giving gifts, they not come from a place of self-gratification, like,
oh yeah,
just to, you know, kind of be like, oh yeah, I can do that for her, I can do that for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't do that from that place.
I bought a Range Rover. So,
yeah, I could do that, I can afford it. No, that's not what it means when you're, you know, giving gifts to people. Then it loses meaning. Yes, because remember we said, however small or big it is, it's a thought that counts. So as we wrap up the show, I'm going to give you just the typical guide, yes, or the unspoken rules of gift giving everyone should know. Yes, I'm going to leave you with that as we wrap up the show. Number one, it's the thought that counts. We've already, you know, talked about that. Number two, money and gift cards are good gifts. I know we're talking about the workplace and, you know, people are wondering, what would you do for someone at work? Give them a gift card, give them a shopping, you know, voucher to be able to go to a supermarket and, you know, buy things worth like 500K. Yeah, I know some of you are rich. You can do that. Then don't expect a gift in return. It's possible that you could give and give and give and give someone gifts all the time, but if they do not reciprocate that for you, it's fine. Don't expect a gift in return. Then group gifts are a fun option as well. You may want to collect money from multiple people and gift someone something. It could be like for their birthdays. I've seen people, you know, do that, especially like on people's birthdays or graduations. You find like instead of giving someone something that is very small of like 20K, you'd rather bring the money together, pull it, and then buy someone something that is sensible, like a suit. Yes, to, you know, start their work things. Number five, personalized gifts are really thoughtful as well. Yes, I remember someone when I'd just given birth to my son, someone sent me how would I call it, how would I call it, a cape, not a cape per se, for babies. Yes, and it had
like
his name. It had his name. I was like,
you also wanted one with your name.
No, I didn't want one by name, but it was very thoughtful. Like, you know, she thought about, you know, personalizing this for specifically for my boy. And then try not to overspend. Okay, there's no price in spending the most on someone, so make sure you know, you
agree with that.
I totally agree with that. There's no price. There's no price for spending the most on someone. Absolutely.
There's no pride.
Prize.
Yes,
Yes,
you said prize.
of spending the most on someone. So if you have about, let me say, if you have about 100K.
Yes.
Would you buy someone a gift because the gift you want to get them is 100K, or you'd be within your means and say, you know what, let me get them something of 20K, maybe a nice bracelet. They'll appreciate that, but at least I'm not going to go broke or run hungry the next day. So it's coming from more of that place. Then number 7, use gift wrapping or a gift bag. Yes, it's also important. Just don't bring something and
put it in bread.
Yeah. Number 8, shop local and small businesses. Yes, buy Uganda, build Uganda. So don't be sending things from Zara, from Amazon, and they're just shipping in here. support Ugandan businesses as well. Include a gift receipt as well. We all want to believe that we have amazing gift ideas that everyone loves to receive. In reality, this may not always be the case, especially for big events. However, it's acceptable to include a gift receipt in case it needs to be returned, whether because it's a duplicate or it's just needed. There's also that bit. Sometimes you could purchase something for someone and it's counterfeit. So keep that in mind, that you could include a gift receipt in case you need to return the gift. Then gifts do not have to be physical items. I remember before we kicked off the show, I asked you guys, like, you know, do gifts always have to be tangible, like all the time?
No,
but
money as well.
Money and money. Well, number 11, giving a greeting card with a gift. Yes, say hello and, you know, make it, how would I call it? Make it special.
Even intentional.
And intentional, yes. Intentional and special. Then avoid giving presents in front of others. Then also purchase from wish lists and gift registries when you can. I know I mentioned, you know, buying and building Uganda, but sometimes you're
buy and build Uganda.
Yes.
Is not buying and building.
And building.
Yes.
I talked about supporting small businesses, and sometimes small businesses make it hard for us to support them.
Yes.
I remember I went to a small salon, not small per se, but yeah, they did a mess. They messed up my hair, so not this hair, but some other hair. And I was like, you know, this is why it's hard to support small businesses, because you take these businesses like they're just you waking up and sitting at your shop and closing the evening, but we're putting in, you know, like so much thought into it. Then don't be afraid to ask what someone needs. I already, you know, mentioned that. And 15, finally, always say thank you. Always talk about gratitude. It doesn't cost you anything to say thank you to someone. So as you receive that gift, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, a thank you goes a long way. It's manners. You don't teach that anywhere. So, but remember to say thank you every time you receive a gift. Of course, the conversation is going to continue on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CTV Uganda. Let us know what you think. Is gift giving your love language, or do you think it's being greedy? My name is Priveli Baz. Good morning.
Your nose twitches when you say
Well, we've come to the end of Sunrise at Sea this morning. Beautiful and great conversations that we have had with the ladies. Earlier we were talking about the Ebola outbreak and then the cumulative cases. All I can tell you is be on high alert, be as vigilant as you can, take care of yourself and your loved ones so that we can kick out this Ebola outbreak. And talking about gifts, I think we exhausted the entire conversation. But I will say that just a few months until the end of the year, what you can do is you can save up a little money so that you get to gift your loved ones, you know, on Christmas. No one doesn't love a beautiful gift on Boxing Day. The people, when it comes to Boxing Day, there is nothing to unbox. So yes, make your loved one feel special, make your loved ones feel happy. It can actually even be a stranger. So yes, save up that money. Do not go and spend it all in the bars and, you know, all the beautiful things that you might be enjoying at the moment. But anyway, catch you tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a good day and God bless you.